Hey East Lake students, welcome to our video for this week. I'm excited because we're going to be talking about how we can hear God's voice in the middle of this season that we're in. And even though life has certainly slowed down, there's still a lot of noise out there. So I hope that you can learn today from the scripture and from the stories we're going to share how you can maximize your time in this quarantine situation to be able to hear God and be able to launch into whatever He has next for you in the new normal that's coming. So let's go.
And now for something completely different.
It doesn't burn. It burns.
Hey friends, I'm laying right in front of my garage in my driveway, and I could not even begin to explain to you why I'm doing this. Except for that I felt like it was a different angle that I haven't tried yet. So here we go. A couple announcements real fast. With the schools going to online learning for the rest of the year, I just want to make sure you're aware that we will be doing student ministry Wednesday nights, just like this, through at least June. We will evaluate at that time what we're going to do in terms of some special events, but at least for the duration of this school year, we're going to do all of our teaching primarily through these videos, so continue to tune in. At some point, we'll hopefully move to small groups in the building or something once we feel like social distancing things have been released. So, but I did want to tell you, be watching for our summer schedule, because the hope is that the summer will be more open and we will do a lot of really fun and exciting things together. So keep your eyes open for that schedule. Get ready to sign up for some outdoor stuff, some indoor stuff, and just be able to hang around together. So hey, ready?
Hey all you cool cats and kittens. Rob made me say that. But seriously, I really miss you guys. I know how crazy the world seems right now, but I wanted to let you know that I'm thinking about you and praying for all of our students. I hope you are being encouraged by our messages each week and that you will join us on Zoom on Wednesday nights to hang out and chat. Also, I wanted to share how I've been refreshed by my fish time by reading my new devotional, reading my Bible, and praying. It helps calm down my fears and my worries, and I just pray that you guys will use this downtime to seek God too. Please feel free to reach out to me or Pastor Rob or another small group leader. We'd love to talk and pray with you. We love and miss you all. Enjoy your day.
Hey, have you noticed how hard it is to hear God's voice sometimes? I mean, with all the noise in this world, how are we supposed to hear Him?
I want you guys to remember that God has something to say to you. You might not be able to hear, it might not be a booming voice, but you just gotta remember, sometimes God's voice is not always big, it's quiet. And whatever He has to say to you is probably important. And if He needs you to hear it, He'll tell you. So you just have to be listening for that voice.
God. God. God.
Family.
God.
Family.
God. God.
Family.
Friends.
God.
Friends.
Family.
God.
Friends.
School.
Family.
Friends.
God.
School.
Money. Friends.
School.
Family.
God.
School.
Friends. Money.
School.
Family.
God.
School.
Social
Money.
distancing.
Friends.
School.
God.
Sports. School.
Money.
Social distancing.
Friends.
God.
Family.
School.
Money.
Here. Sports.
Social
God.
distancing.
School.
Money. Friends.
School.
God.
Sports.
The ladies.
God.
Sports.
Family.
Social
Money.
distancing.
Social
Music.
Social distancing.
God.
So one of the things we need to realize is that even though it feels like life has slowed down and there's no school and there's no organized sports, a lot of us are still feeling the fast pace of life, and we're filling the time with noise. Whether that's the music we're listening to, which isn't necessarily bad, the video games we're playing, the TV we're watching, the Netflix we're watching, the TikTok, and all the other crazy social media stuff that we're doing. And we've got to make a decision that we're not going to waste this time. We've got to decide that we're going to silence out the noise. And hasn't this been our theme, really, for this entire 2020, even before the COVID-19 situation? When some of us went away to Gatlinburg in January, we went away to pause and to silence everything and to hear God's voice. And even those that didn't come got to hear about that in our messages. And then we went into a series about Jonah where we talked about the fish time. And yeah, we keep repeating that because I believe God set us up for this season. And so I want to challenge you today to think about what are you going to do to quiet the noise around you? What are you going to do to get silent? Even just in the last video that we did, we talked about the storm and how God and Jesus came and calmed that storm. What part are you playing in calming the storm in your life and allowing Him to do that? It's really important. In Psalm 121, we see David crying out to Yahweh. And Yahweh was the name that the Israelites used for God. And it literally translated into I am. And you remember when Moses met with God at the burning bush, he said, what should I tell him your name is, or who sent me? And he said, just tell them I am sent you. In this time of craziness, I want to ask you to take to heart the words of Psalm 121 and to seek God in all of the ways you can, and to seek God in all the places and in all the activities of your life, so that when we go back and push play and start moving forward, you'll have an opportunity to bring some lessons with you. So let's all take a look at Psalm 121 together.
Hey guys, we want to know what you've been hearing from God. Would you just take a couple minutes to send us a 30-second video so we can use them in future messages? Here's some videos some of our peers have already sent in.
God is telling me that right now, even though that I am kind of down, that I will eventually get to see my friends again, and that this will come to an end. That He's looking over me, He's looking over all my friends, and that He loves me, and even though that it's tough right now, He will still be there for me. And we always have His word, so I can always turn to that.
How are y'all? God is really stressing to me that it is critical to take one day at a time. Okay? Not trying to plan out a whole week. not trying to plan out several days at a time during this time, but to just take it easy, enjoy His creation, and to sit back, relax, do your schoolwork in a controlled manner, and to not be stressed out or worrying about what comes the next day. Because remember, the work has already been done. God has already fought your battles. So you've got nothing to worry. Enjoy this time, guys. Take advantage of it. And be sure that you are relaxing and are staying rested. Thanks, guys.
One thing that God has been telling me is to just be still and rest in Him. To not find my joy or my security or my peace in anything this world can offer, because a lot of it's kind of been stripped from us now, but to rest solely in what He can offer me and the eternal hope we have in Him. So I'm really learning to just let God be God and not try to take over and do all the time, but just use this time to step back.
What do you think God is saying to you?
That He loves me and that I'm His daughter and everything's gonna be okay.
All right, so let's bring this all home. What did we learn today? We learned that God is always trying to speak to us and that we just have to silence the noise around us in order to hear Him. We heard from some of our friends that they're already hearing from God, and we know that so many of you are too, and we want those videos of you telling us what God is saying, 30, 40 seconds. Just let everybody know that God is still speaking. Don't forget to take some time to turn everything off and to be quiet, to shut down your mind and listen with your heart. And I sure pray you have a great week. Let me pray for you right now. Dear Lord, speak to us clearly. We are listening. Calm us and give us everything we need to hear you. In Jesus' name, amen.